Oh yes, and welcome back to another Marvel Contest of Champions news. It's your 4th of February edition of the news. Let's jump into the stories. Our first story in a weird twist of events. We've got a beta or beta, depending on how hard you go. I mean, the comments section about the pronunciation of She-Hulk and Spider-Gwen. Very, very odd. Two champions that the community have slated in the past, and it seems that they're getting a bit of work and treatment to hopefully bring them into the current meta of the game. It seems that only a select few summoners will have the opportunity to test out the champion changes. You'll either have one or both champions to play about with. You have to opt in before the 7th of February, and then you'll have between the 18th to the 22nd to actually test out the changes and give Kabam feedback in a very controlled environment. It seems that even though the terminology goes right, there will be feedback, it's going to be from the people that did the beta test themselves, and any other people that had leaked information to them, it's discredited. So hopefully there is something that's good that comes from these changes. I'd like to see some sort of immunities improvements with She-Hulk, maybe see some great improvements with Spider-Gwen, but you can't really kind of touch too much on source material. They seem to have all of that in a nutshell. It would just be a case of bringing their damage output up a lot more. With the improvements Kabam have done to more overhaul of champions like Venom, Carnage, Luke Cage, Red Hulk, it gives us a lot of confidence that we'll probably see something that's good when these champions come to be finished or during the beta series. And it looks like this is a pretty positive thing by the community, with giving it a strong 31 on the awesome scale. Next up, it looks like some summoners are kind of breaking the policy, the rules and the strategy when it comes to knowing and identifying enemies in Alliance Wars. So as you know, we're just about to end Alliance Wars Season 7. And obviously you want to get some tactics. You want to find out what other champions that your enemy's placing. So you might search their name and go, all right, there's Joe Bloggs. And Joe Bloggs has got a strong 565 there, a strong 4-star there. And then you go, right, well, that's obviously going to be that one from that person. So this is where it gets a little bit more breaking of the policy to a degree. As you can see, most of the Alliance members in this Alliance have the name of Grand Master. Now, we had this before in a similar circumstance where somebody placed loads of names looking like this in order to kind of confuse the enemy, and there was other means to it, but in this case it's all about trying to allow you not to guess who and what champion of which particular summoner is being placed. Kabam's policy on obfuscation seems to be broken in this case, and even Kabam Mike has responded to this and gone, you know what, thanks for doing a support ticket. It is a case that this is a breach of that policy and will be dealt with thusly. This then opens up a dialogue for people either supporting the original post or those that are going they don't really see a problem. Whatever your thoughts are, put in the comments section or go to this forum link post in the description below. Next up, on offers. So first of all, we've got greater red envelopes entering into the daily purchase, the Grandmaster Daily Special. Now, if you're in the market, you want to get it, then get it. But I just feel it's a bit too much each day to go for it. And yes, these greater envelopes are quite nice to have now and again. And yes, you get some good stuff from them, but I don't think it warrants having a $4.99 price tag each day to add another one into your collection. Then also we've got a $4.99 offer, which is a special one-off. Lots of red things, obviously in association with Chinese New Year. And we've got Ultimate Lunar Crystal. Something, if you want to get it, it's up to you. We'll give you a 4-star or more than likely a 3-star. Let's just face it, you're going to get 3 stars. But if you're in the market, you want to buy it, then obviously go ahead. But it's not going to be something I'm personally going to go for. Sticking with the story of Chinese New Year, we have got the Year of the Pig, which has got us a special event. And at the same time, there's going to be a calendar and also a kind of micro gifting event, which is kind of nice. Doesn't mean some extra spend as the gifting event at Christmas usually does. So that's positive. There used to be some sort of daily quest, but I think this year they've decided to opt out of it. Maybe there's a lot of content that's due for this month, so could be something that they're just doing on the download. Either way, it's nice to see something represented, especially for those celebrating Chinese New Year. Don't forget to check your inboxes. Don't forget to check your calendars and other information to see what's going on, especially with these events. Next up, and kind of following on the scheme from my Friday little outburst and criticism about Alliance War Seasons, it does seem that Kabam have addressed a lot of things, but not completely all of them, in the improvement scheme that they have for Alliance Wars. The big improvement idea is all about enlistment, and enlistment is going to really ramp up Alliance Wars, and hopefully to the point that it stops a lot of things like collusion and other aspects of criticism that the player base has, and also frustrations the player base has over people cheating and seeing a different story each time we do a seasons that we should then go, do we trust this? No. Now I'm all for the change, but I know a lot of alliances have come to me with the criticism that it does mess up their plans, as they kind of go, we'd like to enlist at this time, or this would be good for this, but it messes up personal schedules, which does have that issue of balance between life balance and game balance, which, as we know, can be quite frustrating at times. Also, for those wondering when Season 8 will start, it looks like it's after the 20th of February. And yes, there is a little bit of downtime between season end and next season start. But what are your thoughts? Are you happy about this? Do you want an extended period? I know a lot of people did complain last time that there wasn't a bigger gap. You know, what are your feelings behind this game mode as well? Does it look like it's improving? Have your say in the comment section, or go to the link in the description that will take you to this forum post. Next up, and special shouts go out to Ultrux for doing his data mining abilities to get us this information. So we've got Karina here as a, well, I assume this could be a playable champion or character in the future, or it's just a case of they're just maybe an opponent we're going to go up against. So we could go up against Karina. That's going to be a little bit scary. I reckon she's going to be a big bad boss. But the fact is, we've also got a new title. As you know, we had other titles in the past. We've got Uncollected as a title, and then we've got ones for Act 4, Act 3, etc. Now it looks like we've got Uncontested. And what this will bring will hopefully be something absolutely fantastic. Something that goes with the scheme of things, allows us to get more 6-star shards more easily, more 5-star shards more easily. You know, hopefully that's the case of, that's the next scaling title that we've got to aim for. So I can imagine a lot of people are going to be absolutely going ham at Act 6, Chapter 1 to try and get that title. Next up, and it looks like we still got connection problems across the board in places, so it's really disappointing to see this. I have experienced this myself, and I don't know whether or not it's due to the area that I'm currently living in, but I'm loading other stuff completely fine. This seems to be the only game that I seem to suffer with a connection problem. Even worse at the weekends, and obviously even more worse when I'm trying to do rank ups and level ups, which is just so annoying. Either way, if you're experiencing more connection problems, go to the link in the description below and it'll take you to this. Remember to post your type of device that you're using, you know, Wi-Fi cellular information, other stuff that's key, like operational system that you're using. It's kind of helpful rather than just posting images. The images and the specs is really helpful to the developer on the subject of this. Next up, and early reports are that Red Skull went higher than I predicted, so apologies with that. Seems like he went for around about 2.2 mil, and I would probably say that anything 2.3 mil and higher is going to be sufficient in order to get him when it comes to round 2. When it comes to round 2 for the 4-star Mephisto, the 4-star featured, now that's a bit of a difficult one. Early information pinpoints a 6.2, so maybe shoot for about 6.5 if you did want to get that champion. And again, very early reports is that Mephisto, the 5-star version, if you want something that's about, I don't know, rank 100, you're looking at about 27 mil. So when the final results come in of the lowest cutoff, it could be a case that that champion has gone for anything around about 23 to 24 mil. A lot kind of ramped up with the scoring with that. So this could be a new change of things. And I don't know whether or not it's a case of you ban bots, bots come back after the ban, and then the bots get banned and the score goes down. I don't know. Either way, it seems that scores are going up again. Either way, that has been your Marvel Contest of Champions news. A little bit of news from me. I'm going to see the doctor tomorrow. I've not been well for about a month, and it doesn't seem to be getting better anytime soon. When I finish live streams, I can barely talk. And that's the whole part of doing a live stream, is having that interaction with people that are very kind to come out to see me and chat with me. So what I am planning to do is, after I've seen the doctor and I've got whatever medication, whatever it is, hopefully I can start live streaming again from Wednesday, and hopefully whatever health issues that I've got can stop affecting my voice, because I'm wheezing a lot and it's not great. So this week I'm not going to be recording quite so much videos, but you will be getting some older content that I recorded last week, because I felt that I wasn't going to be well enough this week. So There's going to be content that is pre-recorded and maybe won't fit into the scheme of things of what I've been talking about, but the news will be fresh. I can record the news for about an hour and then edit that, and that's fine if I then don't talk for the rest of the day. Either way, I'll keep you updated on Twitter. I'm absolutely fine. It's just a case of I need to talk for YouTube and I'm wheezing and I've got a bad throat. Anyway, whatever. Thanks very much, and I shall catch you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.